Hello everybody. This is the level 60 version of the Becca Lucy build. Um, so, without further ado, this is usually what you can expect damage-wise. I've killed pretty much everyone in the game that is a major boss at this point. Meaning I've already done Placide and all the major fights. So unfortunately you won't get to do those. You won't get to avoid those and not hit level 60 without wasting other content in some other region to get there. This gun is like my second best gun. I think this one just slightly edges it out in terms of range. So if there's somebody really far away, I would prefer using that. The other sad thing is I can't remove this. So it's kind of useless to have this crusher because they just can't give me a crusher that hasn't used the mod slots and has 3 of them and has it at tier 5 plus. Plus, I haven't been able to find a single crusher, but assuming you did so happen to find a tier 5 plus plus crusher like this one, you might have a great time. And the reason I say that is because you could put the mod that I have on this one right now, this mob setup, on the crusher, and you make the firecracker mod for power weapons, so they shoot explosion rounds, and then you pair that with pyro, and I think that is broken and way too good for what it should be. And yeah, damage is crazy. The only problem I have consistently with the shotgun build is people who are really far away and how squishy it is. So I tried my best to make it as the least squishy as I could. But yeah, what I was also using was the Testera, the DB2. And this one, I have a different setup. I have pyro and Swiss cheese on there. So that one is pretty fun. But yeah, the Posar seems to be relatively the best gun. Posar X Mod 2. With explosion and fire. I like it, but there are times where it lets me down. Like when there's buffer dudes. For some reason, I just have to absolutely just drain an entire magazine into them, and sometimes they'll still be alive.
Sorry. That...
Oh, this one she's gonna send me on a elimination mission. But anywho, let's go down the list. So we have a little bit of a different setup from last. I would recommend taking slightly different stuff than I currently have, there's still room for improvement. A lot of these are only tier 5 plus. This one's double. So you're going to want the NetWatch NetDriver. You can also maybe go Raven just because it spreads quick hacks a lot, but I don't personally like the way it does that and how little battery it has. So this one, the NetDriver has 13 and 8 mod slots. This also has 8 mod slots, but it has 9 battery. This one is 13, plus the additional RAM that I'm getting from everything else. So, gives you 50% negative RAM cost on top of that, 30% damage and status effect duration at 50%, so it's really good. You want Cox 2, like I said. This is usually the setup for really good quick hack builds. RAM reallocator and X disk. You don't actually need Mechatronic core once you hit level 60. There's no reason you should need it, given what you can do with Cyberware Short Circuit. You could potentially get something here, but the only options are defense. Then you're gonna want Phoenix and RAM recoup because that's for quick hacks. Visual cortex support, synaptic, reflex, tuner, op camo, shock and awe, subdermal, reinforced tendons, blood pump, biomonitor, heal on kill, micro generator, cockatrice. And as for your tree, here's your first tree, your body tree. Here's your technical tree. Intel tree. And I put all the rest of my points into cool, but I actually don't have any points left. However, if I did have extra points lying around, I would have gone up this tree for pistols. But it doesn't really matter since I can do a separate build later for Skippy or whatnot. I was originally theorizing that having shotguns and Skippy would be fun, but after seeing what just shotguns does, I kind of ignored everything else. This build is really squishy because I'm not running any armor. I only have 416, so it's really dangerous to engage people. But so I figure there's two ways to play. There's the shotguns way, where if they're up close or they're coming close to you, you're gonna want to shoot the shit out of them and have them die. And then anybody who's too far away, you just pick them up with your eyeball, and then if things get too dodgy, just run away and pop your optical camo and hope for the best. And the reason we have these is because we wanted the 8% recharge speed on health, 15% faster use of health, instant recharge health, 15 recharge speed health, 30% health, 5% to health, and then when you pair that with body, which is stacks you in health, you can make up for the armor deficiency a little bit. Alternatively, instead of running shock and on subdermal and this, you could try to incorporate chitin in there for extra armor. But yeah, that's a you thing. That's not a me thing. So that's pretty much the setup. Just wait for me to skip past all this stuff, because I already just recently did this quest before. We don't really care what he does.
I will. And remember...
So, here's what you could do, and I think it's a good idea. You should trick the dude into giving you his stash, and then kill him anyway. I personally love doing that, because it's really cool. Do we really care why? No, I'm just only trying to show you... Oh wait, there's a drop. Let's go attack the people at the drop so you can see kind of like how I approach combat with this build. Oh yeah, just to let you guys know, this is what happens when you do this. Yeah. So, do you need Mechatronic Core? No. In that instance, no. You definitely don't. I think I have to use an elevator to get up there. Holy shit. How am I gonna get up there? I need this drop. I don't have... Am I not allowed to get up there? This isn't an elevator? How do I get up there? Oh, this is tragic.
Don't come any closer.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm getting close. Oh, nobody made it up here. Lame. Fuck. Where's the other E9? 1C, I need 1C. 1C, nope. 1C, nope. Fuck that. We're just gonna do it over. Alright, anyway, 1 second. Gotta do the puzzle. Fuck. Whoa, what the fuck is this? Tickle my ass. I just randomly got... Oh, you have to build that one. Well, let's go ahead and build it. Fuck is it? Oh, here it is. Alright, so unlike the Posar, this thing grants a chance to inflict a unique burn, shooting an enemy affected but always deals crit. Jesus Christ. The more enemies simultaneously affect... Oh, you can't put mods on it though. The more crit damage you deal, but at the cost of accuracy. I generally want to see what that's all about. So it's just like the Posar, except I don't have my mods. I'm wondering how, like, it feels to shoot it. This is cool, getting this mid-video. Alright, so... it looks to be not as great, necessarily. Oh, Jesus. So if I were to go like that, just butter him up a little bit. And then, like, oh no, I need to change, I get my other one out. So I have two of them. I guess, maybe you could do something like that. Like, uh-oh, I'm having to reload. Swap. Boom, 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 boom. Back to shooting again. I like it. I'm down for it. It's very cool stuff. But yeah, probably not gonna use that over my boy. But it is kind of cool that I have it. I don't know how useful it'll be without being able to put mods on it. But anywho, yeah. It's a shoddy Lucy build. Your two things are going ham on people with quick hacks, and then once you run out of those, just try to survive. And the shotguns are mainly for killing at close range. If you get close enough to cripple somebody, you can also hit them with a quick melee and then shoot them, and then if they're still alive after that, you can hit them with a quick hack and launch yourself away. You might be wondering, well, how am I dashing? I don't have any dash. I don't have any dashes, so how am I dashing? Well, there's this trick you can do where if you double jump out of the dodge that the game gives you, you can dash without having dashes. So yeah, we can go like that. And people will just die. It's pretty dope. This is on very hard, by the way. That's what we're currently playing on. So yeah, that's kind of the build. Relatively speaking. I was thinking you could also put like flaming rounds on this, but apparently you're not allowed to do that. They must have thought of how broken that would be and decided no thank you to that. So they don't let you do that. As far as, I mean, if you really are concerned, oh, I might not kill something, like you just switch to doing that, and people will just pass away.
Your transfer is en route. Your job.
Watch out!
So you can just fuck up anybody with this gun. I literally feel like there's no, like, all of the issues and concerns I had with safety just disappear with it. And then order is also good for, like, if you can cripple them first, and then you just wait for the execution to take place. And you can even get guys, like, way over here. Well, he died before I could try, but you get the idea, right? So, order's okay. Like, order's one of the ones I have in rotation. I usually prefer to have the Testera, though. But we'll try it. We'll try this one. See how that works. Alright.
Here's to you, carnalito.
Oh, yeah. So, the last part for the video,
Ain't nothing without your help.
I know this is kind of a random-ass video in general, but I just wanted to show you kind of what your other options are. You can maybe do Scarab. Instead of having this, I was thinking maybe a movable force might also be good, just because it gets rid of the recoil. But there's not a whole lot of better options in here that really do a whole lot other than maybe the booster. But you can hella just stack armor instead. I don't really see a whole lot wrong with that. You could also go with bionic joints for extra armor, actually. I forgot that you can maybe do that. And then possibly proxy shield. Oh, Kojia lattice might actually be pretty nice. Instead of subdermal. So yeah, you can do that too, I guess. But yeah, that's generally the setup. Why am I using micro and shock and awe? Well, it says I have a small chance to do that electricity blow up thing. The other thingy I was thinking of doing, instead of doing that, I'd rather do this. Just keep with the basic upgrades to the gun. So, the reason I even bought those in the first place, now that I think about it, I bought this all this stuff specifically for doing damage with the order. So if you're not going to use the order at all, ever, you can actually kind of borrow these points and put them in other places that you might like. So you could probably get some pistols, for example. I honestly don't even know where I could even put these 3 points if I didn't have them there. The only other places I would even bother putting them is yeah. doesn't really matter. But anywho, yeah. Essentially, the point of all of it is to try out what I thought would be a really cool idea where you can just... Hello? Okay. The Shock and Awe says that it releases 500 damage as electroshock to nearby enemies whenever I possibly take damage. And Micro Generator says that reloading from empty makes it so that my next shot is also going to do that same electroshock stuff. And then I have electrical damage here. So I think it's pretty good idea
Love what you done with the place.
to invest in the lightning stuff.
Right, I'm out.
Mainly because if you are next to somebody and by golly things are not going your way, they're just gonna die to your explodey lightning-y stuff all the time. So yeah, that's generally how the build should work. I haven't really gotten to fight anybody super good, so I think I'll make a alt save point with the shotguns to make this specifically my shotgun file and make another build later. I'm probably also going to post my Nomad build, and then we'll come up with a new idea later. Well, that's interesting, I guess. It doesn't feel like it does nearly as much damage as it should, but when paired with fire, this thing is just disgusting. Especially with Edge Runner. Yeah, my main thing is that I just wanted to run and gun people and do stupid damage, and it seems to me that you can do exactly that. And so mainly it's a really good idea to do something like this, like that, because then you can do a lot more damage to them than you should normally. And then there's this menace. This thing is an absolute menace. Oh yeah, another cool thing, if you pop Contagion on this guy, just a bunch, and then you shoot him, that happens. Everyone just immediately dies. One just immediately dies. It's all over the place, might I add. And then whenever my overclock ends, I should get Ticking Time Bomb popping off too. Oh, sick. There's another drop. That's cool. But yeah, and then if you do this, and then that, I mean, what's not to love? What's not to love about the shotgun Lucy build? It doesn't matter where you are, you'll die. No matter what. And bosses, I've had some pretty tough bosses. Battling Rybakov was pretty hard. I basically had to spam him with the... Oh shit, here we go. Here's the guy I'm talking about right here. And then you just short circ them, and BAM! Where goes your health? Just like that. Walla balla bing bang. Whammo is what usually goes down. Whammo kablamo. That was a crappy drop. I don't even know why these people are even fighting for it. So that makes them lose vision on me. And then we slap them with the hilarious gun. And yeah, pretty much nobody can kill ya, except for really high level people. But what do we do with high level people? There's two things you can do. One, if they let you cripple, you can cripple, and then you can do this lovely thing. If it lets you do that. If it doesn't let you do that, then you want to go with the whole classic little cyberware malfunction insta-kill thing. And if all else fails, then hit them with a shotgun and run away. So these things are relatively the highest health things in the game. And if you put 3 of these on this bad boy and then he gets slapped, they will explode into a million pieces. It does like 4k damage, which is more health than anything in the game has. And if they're not dead from that, just hit them with synapse burnout as well. Oh, I forgot to go over the hacks. Cripple, short, contagion, sonic, overheat, synapse, cyberware, reboot are, I think, the best. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed this hilarious build video. The Lucy Becca build is now finished. So have fun with that.